will be a touchback.
All right, fellas, listen up. 20 TX. Scat. Turbo 1, hard. Hey, 21 TX.
Tua to throw right away. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after them.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Looking to pass. Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they're looking third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Tua going to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. So the completion gets him just a yard, and that'll make it second down. The Dolphins at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Buying time to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. You talk about this Giant defense. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
They'll take that play right there each and every snap because throughout this season, they've given up some big plays. To be able to hold someone to no gain, oh yeah, they'll take that one all game long.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Isaiah Simmons getting by the offensive line and dropping the quarterback. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now the NFC's leading rusher a season ago. Here's Saquon Barkley. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down and 10th there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing Jones. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was the first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Watch out for Hill on the return. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. You talk about this Giant defense. Now they're squarely in the middle of the pack against the run this year, number 16 in the NFL.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Throw caught by A-Chain. They find some open field here. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin 1st down.
Normally double coverage is reserved for receivers and tight ends, but this time they actually targeted the running back with it, and it still wasn't enough. He attacked the defense and got in a great position to haul in the catch and get a nice gain out of it.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Now Jones. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
First down by Hyatt, and with him, you know exactly what you're getting. A massive amount of speed that can take the lid off of any defense. Still has work to do, but with his gifts, Hyatt has a clear wide receiver 1 upside.
They'll get this out to Barkley complete, and he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw. Jones. Flushed out right. A gritty play there. Put his nose down and got his guys a first.
Well, he didn't get much, but he didn't need much. He got just enough on that play. The pressure came, but they allowed him to escape, and he got to the sideline and got out of bounds, picking up a first down.
On first down, Jones. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
So much of this game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind, they're always wondering who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. We're scoreless after 1. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. He's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one a first down pickup of 8.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort turned it into a successful play.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Gano's kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Now they're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
Pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they in nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Tua now on first down. Oh, Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll go to Barkley again. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards and a giant first down. New York. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones. And he wisely will throw that one away.
One thing you always worry about when he brings the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure is starting to close in. He's just got to throw this one away.
Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Here we go, hey.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Hey, jump right, Pacino.
second half begins with a run from Barkley. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Jones looking to throw on second down. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Now Jones from the gun on third down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, he'll drop to throw.
He has Hyatt over the middle.
And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard strike. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to make it 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
First down, Giants.
Back to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jones. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Gano the extra point, and that will bump the lead up to 26. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Dexter Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line is taking charge.
And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
It's Deonte Banks with it. And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. He'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That play over before it got anywhere thanks to Christian Wilkins.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Jones. That ball caught by Slayton. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Off the play fake. Jones. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Off play action. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
He connects with Hyatt.
So he stopped for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic?
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Watson, Oscar.
Now Tua. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in it. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Dexter Lawrence able to record his 5th sack of the season. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Tua going to throw. This pass complete to Higgins. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And that one complete once again to Higgins.
And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. The Giants on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 40-yard line.
After the turnover, it's Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Giants are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing Jones. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Big strides. Look at him go. Darren Waller.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Gano now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Dolphins nothing.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Miami. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 26. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go, hey.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
2nd down. Here's Barkley again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Half
3rd and 8.
Half 18.
Now Jones. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
That's good for a Miami.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
Looking to pass. Tua. And my goodness, another interception.
And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.